Hey guys, Midget here and welcome to another episode of my Derby career mode, I guess, and we go straight into this episode with an FA Cup tie against Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn, not being one of the top sides in the Championship, so I thought I'd give it my go, and you see here my two new signings, Carl Darlow and Danny Ings. Is it Danny Ings? It is Danny Ings, isn't it? I'm pretty happy I signed them because they are two good signings. And then I looked at the Blackburn Rovers side, and they are pretty poor. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry if there's any Blackburn fans out there. And going straight into this game in the first minute, we were straight away showing what we want to do in this game, getting straight to the point. By that I mean, and we kept on attacking, through Russell, Bryson, Martin, Danny Ings, everybody, and then finally, Blackburn get this weird chance, which doesn't trouble Darlow, I guess. He just does this weird flick, and then this really troubled him. Terrible handling from him. That's why he's got horrendous handling on the game, I guess. But never mind. In the 17th minute, I do a through ball into Danny Ings, who, can you call that rounding the keeper? I don't know. But he scores. So, whether he did round him or not, I failed to attempt to rounding him, but he did sort of round him, so I guess it's okay. So we're leading 1-0 in the 20th minute. Again, Carl Darlow's not troubled by that through ball. And in the 21st minute, Danny Ings goes on the line, tries to cross it into Russell. And I only showed this because Russell got an injury. And as you see here, he's running with that little hospital sign, and then that shot was pretty goddamn awesome. If that went in, I would have been happy with that. And then here you see the stats, and I completely dominated Blackburn. I couldn't believe I was just 1-0 up. But this is a problem with me, right? I get so many chances, but I fail them all. Look at Danny Ings. Come on, I should have really done something weird and better, scored that chance maybe. I really need to start taking my chances away, because in the episodes to come, I really need them, because I've done horrible in this episode. Look at that. How did Danny Ings not put that one away? I didn't know. But Clayton gets through now, and it does that weird thing. I hated that, where it goes under Carl Darlow. Nothing he can do, really. He did his best, and that's how the game ends. And I was pretty frustrated after this game, because they had 3 shots on target. I believe I had 11 or something, and it was a draw. And here we pick up our last signing. We try to, and we have minus 400,000 on our wages. So I try to adjust my budget a bit, and now that doesn't work either. Here you see the license for BBC iPlayer, but we've just got 100,000 off. So what I decided to do is go to request funds and go, I will gain automatic promotion if you give me 500 grand, which I know I should have offered a bit more, but I guess I didn't want to be too greedy, because I heard that if you offer too much, then they won't want to give you any at all. So I just offered 500 grand because that's all I needed, and I simulated, and here we are. We got after this we got accepted the 500 grand, and we go and accept Brian Oviedo from Everton, the left back, because we really need a left back and a right back, but at the moment we only need the left back. And that's all our signings done for the transfer window. I don't really want to sell Speroni for that much, and Speroni, it's just because I saw Crystal Palace. Legends, because he is a quite good keeper, so I rejected all offers for him, because he is my first team goalkeeper, because I don't really like Grant. And here I reject the New Zealand offer, or was it Australia? I don't know, New Zealand, Australia, whatever. I just didn't quite catch that. I'm quite good with flags, but I didn't quite catch that. And here we head off against Bolton, I guess. We have all our signings on, except Darlow, I believe, because Darlow was meant to be coming in for Legends, but Legends says that he doesn't want to leave. So I was like, oh my god. And here, Bolton have basically the same lineup as they did when we lost them 3-1, I believe it was. I think it was at home to Bolton. And, Bolton not being one of the strongest sides anymore. However, they are pretty tough. And here in the 5th minute, they got straight to the point, scored a goal. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a long night. I didn't really want to lose, because I'm starting to lose it again. I just can't take my chances away. It'll probably come back to me within the next 3 episodes, but I just can't take my chances away. Look at this. Like, I know it's not my fault, but I really should be doing like better, getting into better positions. Well, I can't really get into better positions because positions like this, what can I do? You know, I shoot and okay, this was a goal. It was one off. Great shot by Danny Ings, but in some episodes to come, I really don't do well enough, like shot wise. I'm one on one and I miss. Like what? And then here, Danny Ings puts a great through ball into what? Well, Ings gets the ball, and almost like 2 minutes later gets the chip, the better of Bogdan, I mean, and he just misses. Then this is the 23rd minute. Look at this. This is the weirdest chance ever. Look. Such a mind screw. I can't believe that. And Danny Ings tries to go for the final shot to ice the cake, I guess, but it doesn't work. And here you see, I'm not very clinical in my shots. I've got 8 shots and 1 goal. And the same happened to me in that Blackburn game. And that's what happens to me in the next episode. Next episode. I just like lose it. And then in the 26th minute, Martin goes one-on-one. And he doesn't do well, and then Danny Ings tries to get it from a good angle, and he does it. He's at the right place at the right time. Danny Ings, great goal from youngster, you could call him, because he's not an old boy yet, since he's only 21 in the game. So it's 2-1, and immediately we go straight back on the attack, and Martin goes one-on-one and finesses it. I do some of my goals are like well placed. It's just most of the time I get the wrong what's it called, balance. I always go for like finesses, or I usually go for normal shots. And here you see that how I've been dominating, 12 shots to 1 on target. So I really should be winning this game. And yeah, so basically, I just want to say how unclinical I am, I guess. In the second half, we did nothing. You can see it was the exact same. They had one more shot, which was a cross, but it registered as a shot. And I think, oh yes, we just get a player return from Roan, and Ben Davis wants to leave the club, which I'll let him because he's 32 and now he's pretty useless. But we simulate this game against Blackburn because I just can't be bothered playing the FA Cup. Maybe next season, but not this season. And I can say it doesn't end well. It goes 1-0 to Blackburn soon. Basically soon, Olsen scores. I know he scored, but I didn't know when. I thought it was the 15th minute. And that's how it stays, right? I quite didn't like this because leading the championship and Bolton being a mid-table side, I really thought my team could get a good result here, but I guess it's not the worst. It just kind of helps me in this. I don't have to use my players' fitness anymore because we don't have a big depth, but we do all the good things before the game, just praise our team. And we go into this game against Reading. You see here, I just quickly do the side, speeds up. This is how basically I get ready, and then I start in. I put Ward in with Ings up striker, which is kind of I never did that, and it was kind of a risky move, but I don't know if it worked out. You guys will see. But I start the game here, and I was not feeling that confident. Reading, obviously being one of the bogey teams, just come out of the Premier League, they're going to have a really good team compared to the Championship. And Khalifa Cisse does a mistake there. Man, I was trying to hit it out, and he just nudges it behind him into the path of Morrison, the Reading defender, and he volleys it home. I think my defender on the line should really have done better because it wasn't that hard to do. He just almost fell. And in the 42nd minute, they get another one. And it was kind of a sweaty goal, I could say. It was through Pereira, and 5 shots and 3 on target, and I scored 0. That's exactly the same amount they scored. So I was pretty angry, but look at this from Khalifa Cisse. He repays me with that goal, but I think we really should thank the goalkeeper for that error. I could not believe my luck from when McCarthy did that, but what a powerful header that was from Khalifa Cisse. Don't you think? For it to be McCarthy, and he was out the penalty area, it had to be a very strong header. But then Ings steals the ball, and no one's going to catch up to Ings since he's got 90 pace, and I just just sweat it because I didn't want to, you know, miss, because like I said, I wasn't very confident before this game. And then another sweat, I guess, and into Danny Ings, so you could call it EA or Y, because, you know, Ward and Ings, I guess, you know, whatever. And so it's 3-2 and we're on winning tracks. And then here's Ward, and I was like, okay, second goal, nope, sweaty goal. And that was a great finish from Bryson, I think it is, because I didn't quite catch that. But it's a great finish from him, nevertheless, you know. I was kind of proud of that finish. I was hoping he was going to go for like an overhead kick or something, because it did go pretty high. I like there at that point, but I guess that's still not bad. It's still kind of acrobatic, and that's how it ends. So 4-2, we get a great comeback, I guess, and we put half of our shots on target in the goal, so I guess it's not the worst ratio. And here comes the transfer deadline day, as you can probably see by the title, and we got no offers whatsoever, I guess. Well, no, not I guess, we got no offers. I just skipped straight through it. I was pretty poor, you know. I do the things I do before a game, and I can't believe, like, I think it was like 75 million was spent on transfer deadline day. I just scroll quickly through all the signings, so, you know, you have to be kind of reflexy, but I did, you know, show you everything there. We reject the India offer. Here, I almost accepted it by accident, and Russell tells me he can play because he came back from an injury. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. This is Midget, and I'm going to see you guys in the next episode, which is coming tomorrow. As always, take care.